The sirens weren't for me. That was the first relief. Red and blue bled through my curtains, while my phone vibrated itself numb on the table. Screen flashing names I'd learned to ignore. 27 missed calls, all family, all too late. I stood barefoot on cold tile, wine untouched, laptop still open. The video had just crossed 1 million views, comments multiplied like ants finding sugar. I breathed in slow, counted to 4. The kind of calm you earn after something irreversible. I didn't answer the phone. Earlier that afternoon, I'd been standing in my father's doorway with a wrapped gift and a practiced smile. He didn't invite me in. He leaned against the frame like a bouncer guarding peace. "You're too dramatic for a peaceful holiday," he said, voice rehearsed as if he'd practiced it with my mother over coffee. Behind him, I could see the tree, ornaments I'd made as a kid. My sister's laugh floated down the hall, careless. They were already together, already complete without me. I smiled, because smiling costs nothing. "Hope you all enjoy," I said, and I meant it in a way. I drove home through streets strung with lights that looked like accusations. I kept thinking about how easy it was to erase me. One text, one dinner, one decision framed as self-care. I poured a glass of wine I didn't drink, sat at my desk, opened the folder I'd labeled receipts months ago, back when suspicion still felt like paranoia. It started small. It always does. My dad canceling plans last minute, my sister dodging questions, group chats going quiet when I typed. I told myself I was imagining it, that I was, as they love to say, dramatic. Then the emails started, not to me, about me. I found them by accident while helping my mother clean up her inbox. Subject lines with my name, threads weeks old, decisions made without me, stories rewritten. They weren't just excluding me, they were narrating me out of the family. The breaking point came wrapped in tinsel. I saw a photo posted early. My sister couldn't wait. Everyone at the table. My empty chair edited out like I'd never existed. Caption, "So grateful for peace this year." Peace. The word tasted like blood. I called my father. He didn't answer. I called my mother. She sighed before she spoke, like I was a chore. "This is for the best," she said. "You make everything intense." I laughed then, a small, broken sound. "You lied about me," I said. Silence. "Then we didn't lie. We protected ourselves." That was the moment the floor dropped. Not because of what they did, but because of how calmly they justified it. I hung up and let myself feel it. The grief, the rage, the clarity. Then I got to work. I stopped confronting, started collecting. Old messages, voicemails, screenshots, financial records my father thought I'd forgotten how to access. A shared account opened in my name when I was 18. Withdrawals I didn't authorize. Documents signed while I was too dramatic to be included. They'd used me as a buffer, a scapegoat. My volatility made a perfect cover for their quiet thefts and louder lies. The twist came late one night when I cross-referenced a timestamp, a message my sister swore she never sent, except she had from my phone while I was asleep in the next room years ago. They'd been building this version of me for a long time. Unstable, unreliable, expendable. Christmas night, I posted the video. No commentary, no captions, just a clean timeline. Screen recordings, audio clips, bank statements, their words, their signatures, their smiles. I let the evidence speak because it spoke fluently. I tagged no one. The internet did the rest. By midnight, my father's business page was flooded. My sister's friends were asking questions she couldn't answer. My mother left a voicemail crying, not for me, but for herself, for the quiet life slipping away. The sirens outside weren't dramatic. They were procedural. I watched the missed calls stack higher. I didn't feel triumphant. I felt precise, like a surgeon stepping back after the cut has been made. In the morning, I blocked them all.
I took a walk while the world processed what they'd done. Snow fell, soft, indifferent. I thought about the chair they erased and how much space I suddenly had. They wanted peace without me. They got silence instead. And I finally understood the difference.